What do you do when the world labels you guilty, when you've lost everything for standing up for what's right, but no one stands up for you? Hana is a dedicated public defender, known for her integrity, loved by the powerless, distrusted by the powerful. In a corrupt city, she risks everything to expose a criminal network that reaches the highest offices. The tension: will standing up for justice cost her everything she loves? Hana fights for truth, standing strong against threats and intimidation. Despite her honesty, she's outmaneuvered by those in power. The corrupt officials, threatened by Hana's diligence, conspire to silence her. When a critical case vanishes, the evidence magically turns up in her own office. A perfect frame. Flashing police lights coming to arrest her, cold handcuffs, headlines screaming, "Heroine" or "Liar." Hana is sentenced to decades in prison for crimes she didn't commit. What happens when you lose everything you've built for simply doing the right thing? Hana, in isolation, initially felt that she lost all opportunities. Friends and family drift away. Hana faces endless days in the same grey cell, her life outside slipping into memory. At first, despair threatens to consume her. But in the depth of despair, Hana recalls a teaching. When you are no longer able to change a situation, you are challenged to change yourself. She begins a transformation, a slow, intentional acceptance and awakening. Hana turns to meditation and deep reflection, finding peace in breath and presence. She starts recording her wisdom in a battered prison journal, eventually helping other inmates find courage and hope. She draws on ancient wisdom. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Let go of the things you cannot control. Master the mind, and you master your world. Small moments redefine her life. Hana helped a fellow prisoner resist despair. She turned daily routines, meal lines, cell cleanup, spare moments, into mindful rituals. The world can strip you of titles, possessions, even your freedom, but it cannot take your spirit unless you give it away. In the outside world, her story fades, but inside, her wisdom shapes a quiet revolution. Hana's reputation evolves from supposed criminal to the one who listens, teaches, uplifts. Inmates regain hope, some even transform their lives on release. Staff start to respect her influence and quiet dignity. A once broken woman becomes the moral center within the prison walls. She embraces a purpose even greater than justice: compassion, forgiveness, and indomitable spirit. On the outside, a young law student, inspired by a letter from Hana, takes on her case. Piece by piece, evidence is unearthed, revealing the frame-up. Years later, Hana's conviction is overturned. She steps back into the world, older and infinitely stronger. But the story's heart was never about absolution. It's about the woman she became when everything external was taken from her. Freedom is a state of mind, unshakable, unwavering. What if your greatest strength reveals itself only after everything else is lost? When the world is unfair, what will you carry within? How would you endure if your innocence was questioned? When your reality is shaped by injustice, where do you find hope? What can never be taken from you? People can take many things from you, but they can't take your strength, your wisdom, or your resilience. If Hana's story moved you, share this video with someone who needs hope during their darkest hour, a reminder that even in the bleakest times, the spirit remains unconquered. If this message inspired you, please like, subscribe, and join our community dedicated to resilience and personal growth, because you too have an unbreakable core. You can confine the body, but the heart, rooted in wisdom and resilience, remains eternally free.